Generally, of course, we don't write programs whose sole purposes are to save and load random variables. We write programs to do other things, and we need to save and load data as part of what they do. For that reason, we typically write save and load functions or methods to be called when needed. So let's see what that would look like. Here I've written some code, and part of that code are two different functions, save and load. My save function takes as input a file to which to save and the list to save. My load function just takes as input the file name itself, and it automatically returns a list with that file's contents. Down here in my main code, I create a list and give it the same list of names that we've used in the past, and then I call my save function, which kicks execution up to that function. The arguments are outputfile.txt and mylist. So it's going to print the contents of my list to outputfile.txt. The body of this function is the same thing we saw in the past. We open the file, run a loop for each item in the list, and print each item to that file. And then at the end, we close that file. The result after that is that outputfile.txt has been created with the contents of my list. Then I create a new variable called newList and set it equal to loading the contents of outputfile.txt. That sends execution up into that method where it opens the file, this time in read mode, and sets it equal to input file. It then creates the list that's going to hold the contents of the file as it's read, and then for each line in the file, it's going to append that line to the list, stripping out any new line characters. And then at the end, it will return the value of that list. That return sends execution back down into our main program, where newList takes on the value of inList, and then we print newList. And as we see, it has the exact same contents as mylist. However, newList was created by loading from that file, so the only way it could have the same contents is if it actually went and opened the file and read the contents from within it. So in that way, we've now created two functions that can persist data across multiple runs of our programs. Most importantly, they mirror one another. Loading results in a list with the exact same values in the exact same order as the list that was saved.